The USA is the largest country in North America. The state is the fourth largest in the world in terms of land area and the third in terms of population. 5 dozen states, 1 federal district and several island territories are subject to U.S. territory. The main territory of the country occupies the central part of North America, washed by the waters of the Pacific Ocean in the east and the Atlantic Ocean in the west. The area of the country is 9.5 million square kilometers. Country flag. The first flag of the United States is considered the Continental Flag, raised on December 2, 1775 by Lieutenant John Paul Jones on the ship Alfred in the harbor of Philadelphia. The flag for Alfred was made by Margaret Manny. Its banner consisted of 13 red and white equal horizontal stripes with the British flag in the canopy. The 50-star flag was adopted in 1960 after an open competition in which 17-year-old high school student Robert Heft won.
Today, the United States flag, also known as the Stars and Stripes flag, is the symbol of the United States.
It is a rectangular fabric with horizontal equal area alternating 7 red and 6 white stripes. There are 55 pointed white stars on the dark blue canopy. 13 stripes symbolize the 13 British colonies that formed an independent state. Delaware, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Georgia, Connecticut, Massachusetts, Maryland, South Carolina, New Hampshire, Virginia, New York, North Carolina, Rhode Island. Blue symbolizes union. The number of stars on the blue roof corresponds to the number of states. There are now 50.
Red symbolizes fortitude and valor, blue, hard work, justice, vigilance, white, innocence and purity.
Coat of Arms of the USA. The coat of arms of the United States is also called the Great Seal. Front side.
The obverse of the seal depicts the bald eagle, the national symbol of the United States.
In one paw he holds 13 arrows, in the other an olive branch, symbolizing that the United States of America wants peace, but is always ready for war. The olive branch is traditionally depicted with 13 leaves and 13 olives.
The fact that the eagle holds not one arrow, but a bundle of 13 arrows, symbolizes not only 13 states, but also the fact that breaking these arrows separately is easier than together, that is, it means strength in unity.
The eagle's head is turned towards the olive branch, which means more preference for peace than war. In its beak, the eagle holds a scroll with an inscription of 13 letters in Latin E pluribus unum, which translates as one of many. Above the eagle's head are 13 stars in a blue cloud. The stars are arranged in rows 1, 4, 3, 4, 1, forming a regular hexagon. On the eagle's chest is a heraldic shield with an azure head and 13 times cut into silver and scarlet. Back side. The reverse side of the seal depicts an unfinished pyramid, the top of which is crowned with a triangle-shaped ear.
It consists of 13 levels, traditionally symbolizing the 13 states that make up the United States.
The capital of the USA. The capital of the United States is Washington. The history of Washington as the capital of the United States began in 1790, when the decision was made to establish a permanent state capital. Based on security requirements, it was necessary to select a group that is not part of either state. Such a place on the banks of the Potomac River was personally determined by U.S. President George Washington, and in 1991 the capital was officially named in honor of the president. In order not to confuse the city with the state of the same name in the northwest of the country, Americans colloquially call the city I-Strict of Columbia, or Washington I-Strict of Columbia. Its area is 177 square kilometers. Population of the country.
The population of the United States is very diverse along ethnic and national lines, so the United States is reasonably called a nation of immigrants. From 1790 to 1994, almost 64 million immigrants from Europe, Latin America, Asia and Africa arrived in the country.
August 1, 1790, the first federal census of the United States, the results of which determined the population of 3.9 million people. In 2019, the population was 328 million. On average, every American gives birth to 2 children in his lifetime. In different years, the growth of the U.S. population fluctuated in the range of 0.75–1.5%. President of the U.S.A. The President of the United States is the Chief Executive and State of the United States. This position was introduced by the U.S. Constitution adopted by the Constitutional Congress, Assembly, in 1787. George Washington became the first President of the United States in 1789. Before he took office, the name President was used in conjunction with the President of the Continental Congress, the Chairman of the Convention of Representatives of the Colonies who adopted the Declaration of Independence. US presidents have been elected since 1789.
Consecutive terms are traditionally numbered as one presidency. For example, George Washington, who was elected twice in a row, was the first president, not the first and second, and the only current hiatus, Grover Cleveland, is counted as two presidents, 22nd and 24th president.
Vice presidents who take over as president in the event of his death or resignation receive a separate number. The current President of the United States is Joe Biden, who took office on January 20, 2021. The official language of the United States is English. Attractions. The most striking natural huge attractions are the Grand Canyon, Niagara Falls and Yellowstone National Park with a unique valley of geysers. One of the deepest canyons in the world is located in the state of Arizona. It was formed thanks to the Colorado River, cutting its way through the limestone Massachusetts. The walls of the canyon have a bizarre shape and resemble the outlines of giant pyramids, towers, palaces and pagodas. In addition to this color of the wall scales from yellow, red and pink layers and alternating longitudinal lines, one can trace the 150-century history of the Earth. Washington, the capital of the United States, attracts thousands of tourists every year.
In the heart of the American state, there is the famous Capitol, the tallest building in the capital, the White House, the residence of the President of the United States, a huge number of exhibition collections, National Gallery of Art, Corcoran and Phillips collection, all kinds of private art collections.
The USA is a country that surprises with its contrasts. Great cliffs and huge skyscrapers, pretentious Miami Beach and the picturesque suburb of Georgetown, fast food and Christmas turkey with apples. In America everyone will find something close and interesting for themselves. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Support this video, write your impressions of the USA in the comments and subscribe to the channel to learn more about other countries of the world. With you was the Globe of Countries channel. Good luck everyone, bye everyone.